Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
Hey.
Yo, we live now. We live. Yo, Wagwan. It's Sports Time Zone in this thing. Your boy Noom Noom. Got my whole squad in the building. Cue the beat. My producer was good with you.
What's good?
Y'all know what it is. TZD, my co-host in the building, the voice of the young generation.
Sports Time Zone family, what's up?
We in here. I'm glad TZ is in the building, y'all. I'm glad TZ is here. Also, we got the lovely Lena Lay back again.
Hi. How y'all doing?
In here. And then last but certainly not least, my brother, my man, the incomparable one, the funniest man on YouTube, the incomparable Diesel Greasel. Welcome back, my brother.
What up, though? What up, though?
Good.
What up,
good.
though?
Hey, how you doing?
Fantastic.
Y'all know what it is. Before we even get this thing started, want to make sure y'all all hit the like, the share, subscribe button. We trying to run it up. We on a mission to get to 3,000 subscribers, y'all. We still trying to make that happen. So y'all hit the like, share, subscribe. Also, salute to everybody that supports us. KE Creation. If y'all looking for that merch, holla at KE. 2 Bossy LLC. If y'all trying to get your taxes done, holla. Also, sweets. We also got the sweets that is Sammy'sTreats.com. If you're looking for the pastries and the bagels and all that sweetness, holla at them as well. Billionaire Society to get your y'all credit right. Yo, this gonna be a dope show. I'm gonna get straight into it because we got a lot of topics to cover. Lena, I'm loving the lights you got back there, by the way.
Thank you. Try to do a little something.
Got me in the Christmas vibe. Cue the beat out there. You glowing in the that's my feeling that cute in the background. Dopeness. Today's show, we got a whole bunch to cover. Like I said, we're gonna talk a little bit about the recap of the Super Bowl. We got a lot to go over with that. We're going to talk a little bit also about the halftime show, what we thought about it, what we felt about the halftime show. Also, we got some NBA news. Luka Doncic, for those of y'all who living under a rock, Luka is now with the Lakers, and now he's had a couple of reps in with LeBron. So we're going to talk a little bit about what to expect from them, and also a little bit of the background information that we just got about that trade. That trade that sent Luka to the Lakers, we found out some details about that, y'all. So y'all definitely want to stay locked in. We about to drop some bombshells here, courtesy of my man Diesel Greasel. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. TZ Dave, I'm coming straight at you, my brother. Yeah, because all year long, I had to hear, we going for the Tracy. We going for the Tracy. We going for the 3-peat. Oh, we gonna win. We gonna make history. And I kept telling you, TZ, and you too, Q the beat. I kept telling y'all boys, y'all stop that. Just play the games and let it play out and see what happened. But y'all boys kept it up. Y'all even had a Cowboy fan jumping on your wagon, putting that Cowboy jinx on y'all. Salute to you, Pressure. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Pressure.
Pressure suck your boat.
He going for the Tracy too. Diesel, it's almost like Pressure was one of them. I had to stop him a couple of times. Then what is you doing? You jinxing these boys. But anyway, far from the jinx, rather. The game itself was a shellacking. I've never seen the Kansas City get shut out in the first half, a whole half with not 1 point. Them boys didn't even score. It was wild and crazy. Then halftime, then the second half came, and they did put up a few points, but the game was already out of reach. So go ahead then. Go ahead. Y'all jump in. I've said what I need to say. What's y'all thoughts? Whoever want to get in here, what's y'all thoughts of what happened and why did it happen? How did this happen? What happened?
I'm gonna just say a little something. I don't know. I thought about it because I'm like, the Chiefs is a real good team. So it definitely was a shocker that they, like you said, pretty much got shut out the first half of the game. I thought maybe they were so in their head. They were so bent on they know a lot of pressure was on them to win 3 times in a row. And they fumbled terribly. I don't know what happened. I was shocked. I'm like, they not putting up nothing, but I mean, they tried towards the end, but like you said, it was too late.
So Dave, as you were watching this game in the first half, what was going through your mind? Like, what do you think they could have done differently in the first half just to kind of change the tone of the game? What did you point to as what was the main issue in the first half? Dave don't want to say nothing.
You know, I rather skip this topic. I don't want to be involved.
Dave don't want to face the music.
Oh, man.
They said he don't want to be involved.
Hey, Q, he left you out to dry, Q. Dave, see how he did? He left you out to dry.
I feel him though. I don't mind answering that question though.
Go ahead. Let the people know, since TZ, the voice of the youth, does not want to speak on it. What do you have to say there?
We hid the fact that it wasn't really hidden. Our line was trash all year long. We just was doing what we could do without no protection for our quarterback. But in the end, it finally caught up with us. We got sacked 1,000 times. He got rushed every time. It was 1-2, somebody in his face. He got punched in the face.
Oof, yeah, I remember that.
We got destroyed on defense, bro. Like on offense, with their defense. So
it looked like y'all was getting manhandled low key. Like I ain't even going.
We got destroyed.
Their defensive line was just fish ragging your O line.
Thank you.
Them boys is big, man. The Eagles' defensive line is big and fast, and they get pressure on the QB without blitzing. And so it was hard for Mahomes because he could create more time, but no one was open because they only rushed 4. Right. You know, if you look at the stats, the 2 turnovers, those led to touchdowns. Let's take those away. You know, let's take off 14 points. They still lose 25-22, you know, because they offense couldn't do shit, but it was probably Mahomes' worst game. Like, the stats don't look as bad as it was, but dude didn't have no time, man. Like, normally I'd never seen him look shook, but they was on that man, and like they say, bro, everybody got to play until they get hit in the mouth. He got hit in the mouth early and often, and no mas, man.
Yeah. I would like to say, they threw that white flag looked like it was waved pretty early in that game. And like I could tell that the psyche of the Chiefs was rattled. Patrick Mahomes looked like a deer in headlights. Like, he did not look like himself. He didn't look confident. He was rushing. He was like trying to get the ball out of his hands so quickly. His decision making wasn't on point. I think there was a couple of drops even too. Kelsey didn't even look like he was really engaged. I saw one play where Kelsey was just standing there. Like, he ran out to run his route, and when the play broke down, normally when Kelsey would try to, shake his defender to get open to help Patrick Mahomes, he just stood there. Like, he was just like, well, Patrick is going to bail us out like he always does, but he didn't have it, and he couldn't do it. So, yeah, that first half set the tone, and
D-Hop dropped a wide open first down that could have went for about 50 yards, bro.
Yep, wide open, bro, and which is unlike him. Like, you rarely see D-Hop drop a ball, you know.
Yeah. Like when that happened, I already knew. I was like, damn, man, we're not winning this game.
Yeah. Shout out to the chats also, Turner. Yes, I did say dish rag.
Well, I never thought that.
Yeah.
When D-Hop dropped that pass, I'm like,
it was like he tripped over his own feet too. Like, tripped over his feet.
I'm like, we still got a whole second half. Me, I never give up. I'm like, we still can come back. I'm telling everybody, people calling me, I ain't answer. I'm like, man, we about to come back, man. We about to be on some Brady type time.
That's what I was saying. That's the same thing I was thinking.
For the 3P. We about to beat
Brady.
Man.
Oh,
when
man,
we came out that second half and didn't score 3, like, man, I was like, God.
And the crazy thing is, in the second half, we got the ball too, which was great because we needed the ball anyway. Got the ball. We came out good, like three plays in a row, Worthy catching, all that. And then the O-line just back to back. sack, and 3 and out. Like, oh my god,
it was frustrating. Even
that
on defense,
that drive looked promising. Like coming out of halftime, that drive looked promising, but until we start getting set.
Yeah. Even on defense, man, we lining up off sides, giving them extra plays. Like
that one
offsides,
like,
come on,
on third down. Oh no, that one offsides on the 4th down stop. We all stopped them, and homie was offsides for no reason. Like, bruh, it's
come on,
like
man.
You just got your hand in the wrong spot. It don't impact the play. But now it's coming back.
Under normal circumstances, the refs wouldn't have even thrown that flag. But
true, I believe that. I think
under normal circumstances, the refs wouldn't even throw. They would let them boys get away with it. But the stuff that they normally let them get away with, they was not letting them get away with it.
We ain't trying to hear that, bro.
So yeah, we gonna talk about that. We talk about that little more, Q. We talk about that little more. Yes. But that also leads me into part 2 of this topic. Where does this leave Patrick Mahomes now after that performance, if that's what y'all want to call it, after what he put out there? And also shout out in the chat, Tiombe. She says the Eagles defense dragged them boys. Yes.
Yeah.
Cousin Noopsy in the building. Where does this put Patrick Mahomes now? After that performance, he lost by listen. In his 2 Super Bowl losses, he's lost by a total of 40 points. These are shellackings. He don't just lose; he gets the dust knocked off.
Well, let me ask you this though. Let me ask this. Okay, we all agree that Brady is the GOAT, right? We all agree that he's the GOAT. So my question is, who's the second? Like, who is second? If it's not Mahomes, then who do you have number 2? Who?
I mean, some people some people
I still got Mahomes at 2.
Some people got Montana right there.
I still got Mahomes at 2.
I think that Joe's 4-0. I think it's what Joe won 4 or was it 3? 4. I think Joe's 4-0 was impressive, but he's not in the GOAT conversation for the same reason that Troy Aikman ain't in the GOAT conversation, because of how well-rounded those teams were, and great coaching, great defense. And that takes away from it.
So Patrick Mahomes has not had great teams?
No.
And a great coach? Andy Reid is not a great coach?
Pat has had
first Super Bowl,
all-time coach.
He's won a Super Bowl 2 times with not great teams.
Yeah. The first time we had no defense at all. So we had to score 50 to 40 points to win the game.
Okay.
We even played the Rams in the games of the game versus Jared Goff when he played on the Rams. That score was like 45 to 30. I mean 45 to 42. Like they went all the way down to the wire, bro. And we lost that game too that year.
I'm fine with him being number 2, but we're gonna go around the world here. I say, I'll put Patrick Mahomes at number 2, but Tom Brady is definitely number 1. It should not be no question about that. Lena Lay. Who do you have as the number 1 quarterback of all times? As if we need to even that.
Oh yeah, I'm big bias. It's definitely Brady, but it's big bias. It's definitely Brady. But I've been a Patriots fan since I was 8 years old, so I'm kind of like predisposed to that already. And I think the biggest thing for me is like, you guys know how many times the Patriots was going to the Super Bowl. People were getting sick of it. Like my grandpa was like, let somebody else win for once. I'm like, we just that good, But as soon as he left and told myself, I'm retiring, I'm done. I'm like, okay, he had a nice run, whatever. Then he gonna go and turn around and sign up with the the Buccaneers. I'm like, okay. Then freaking Patriots just plummeted. Like I was like, we were first in our division, went third in our division. Like it just was not the same anymore. They were saying Gronkowski wasn't playing right, that he had Brady there. It was just like he was carrying. It's like wow, this man was literally carrying this team on his back. It would appear so for them to fall like that. So it's like, and then I think the Buccaneers they won the first somewhere. They won something for the first time. I'm like, man, this dude he's just like that. Like he just got it. So yeah, he's special. Definitely number 1.
More of a reason why I also have Tom Brady as number 1. He did it with a great coach and a great team. Then he went and did it somewhere else. TZ Dave, who's the number 1 quarterback of all times right now?
Tom Brady for sure.
Okay.
Brady that too. Like I had to watch him play Mahomes. Like, and I rooted for Brady just because of the stature he was at. I'm like, he still got to win a couple more. I got Brady, even though it hurt to see Mahomes lose. I knew Mahomes eventually gonna win after that. So I'm like, Brady got to do it still.
The chats is chiming in. The chats is saying Brady. So
this is what I say, man.
Brady for sure.
I think that Patrick Mahomes is going to fall into the LeBron James curse.
Here we go.
Meaning I think that he going to go to a lot, win some more, lose some more. But I don't think you can hate a nigga for making it there. And I think that the homie then played in 5 Super Bowls in 6 seasons or 7 seasons. He's been in 5 Super Bowls in 7 seasons, bro. You know, and he only 29, bro. He ain't even really hit his prime. You got niggas like Aaron Rodgers played until he was 40. Brady played until he was 40. Drew Brees played until he was like 37. Like, homie got at least 4 or 5 great years still left in him that he might go another 2 and 3. You know what I'm saying? It might be 5 and 4. You know what I'm saying?
But let's not underestimate Diesel how hard it is to get there. I mean, yeah, he has been there that many times, but that's extremely hard, and the circumstances had to be like all the stars had to align.
I think it's harder in the NFC to go than the AFC because they got that shit on lock, bro. Outside of Joe Burrows, who the fuck has beat Patrick Mahomes in the AFC? Nobody. And that's the reality. Like, nobody's beat the dude. So I feel he's gonna be right back there next year.
Like, and then when you have a franchise quarterback, what they gonna do is just rebuild around him. So we finna rebuild. And we gonna be back, bro. We lost 2 games, bro. 2 games the whole year. We
came back. Yeah, we get Rice back. We get some, you know what I'm saying, some more intangibles.
For real.
We gonna get right. We gonna be right back where we supposed to be.
About that. Shout out to Kamaya in the chats. Shout out to everybody else that's in the chats. Now, sticking here with the Super Bowl itself. The halftime show. It was much anticipated. I'm talking about from the moment that it was announced that Kendrick Lamar was going to be performing. It was anticipation galore. Everybody was wondering, is he going to do this song? Is he going to do that song? What is it going to be like? This is the first rapper to headline a Super Bowl ever. Now, when the Super Bowl halftime show came on, I was like a kid at the movies. I'm sitting there watching, waiting to see what's going to happen, waiting to see how it's going to play out. The anticipation for me was at an all-time high level. And I myself, I loved it. I thought it was a masterful job. I'm not the biggest Kendrick Lamar fan in the world, but I'm a fan of hip hop. And the symbolism, the messages that he was giving, the signs, the fact that he went up there and he vocalized all his bars. It was no voiceovers. And Diesel Q, y'all, in the music industry before, and you too, Lena, y'all know what it is when most people go up there and perform live, that they don't really be rapping. Like, they'll let their song play. Kendrick went up there and spit every single bar himself, and he delivered a masterful performance. He had Serena up there crip walking, which is Drake's ex. He also had SZA up there performing. So I thought it was a good show, but I must be out of touch with society because there was so many people that said that they didn't like it, that it was horrible, they wasn't feeling it, and my thing is this. I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to let the panel, let y'all jump in. I'm kind of grateful. I'm kind of happy that everybody didn't like it, because if everybody liked it, then that would mean that it was kind of watered down. It was because it's not for everybody to like. It's not for, true, real authenticity. Everybody ain't going to feel that. But the people that felt it is the people that he did it for. So I'm just going to say that. But, going around the world, incomparable one, Diesel, what's your thoughts of the halftime show of Kendrick and then some of the backlash that he got from some people?
Well, at first, I say I loved it. In a league that's damn near 60% black, the fact that this is the first time a black man who is a hip hop artist headline speaks volumes. To everyone who didn't like it, I just want to ask them, what are you comparing it to? Because are you comparing it to Usher, to Beyonce, to Bruno Mars? It's like you're comparing R&B to rap. Rap isn't about as much as a performance as it is expression and making a statement. And so I can say hands down, it's the best hip hop Super Bowl show I've ever seen. Hands down, because there's no other one to compare it to outside of Dre and them, and that wasn't a solo headliner. You know, as far as the backlash, I'll say this. A lot of niggas had issues with it. A lot of white bigots had issues with it, but the rest of the world loved it because it was #1 in 25 different countries. You know what I'm saying? So in Canada, it was #1. You know what I'm saying? In Japan, it was #1. You know, in Mexico, it's #1. So the world loved it. You know, I was like, you know, you can't please everyone, but I think it was dope, man. I think it was dope, and glad to be a part of history.
No doubt. Go ahead.
His song went up 480% listening volume after the Super Bowl. By 480%, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy. TZ Dave, what was your thoughts of the halftime show?
It was all right.
See, this is the young generation you talking about.
Talk about it.
It was all right. I do like the visuals. Like, I like the dancers a little bit. I like how at the beginning he had everybody coming out the car. Like, that was sweet. I like Serena and Crip walking. That was sweet. But like his performance, I don't know. It's like a love hate. I like it, but I don't. But like it's kind of like just in my head still. Like, I don't know, but I feel bad for Dre. That's my boy. He gonna bounce back. You know what I'm saying?
There you have it. There you have it.
He ain't got time for none of that. Kendrick, all that trolling with the A minor chain and all that. Bro, like, cut it out, man.
Nah. He did. He went for the juggler, and I'm gonna say before you jump in on this, Lena. I'm gonna say this though, and I was telling Q this earlier before we came on the air. It's kind of like weird between Drake and Kendrick because though Kendrick is not an old head, most of Kendrick's fans are not young. Most of Kendrick's fans are older. He has an older fan base. Even though Kendrick himself is not really an older guy, most of the fans and people that like his music and listen to his music are of an older generation. Where on the flip side, Drake is older than Kendrick, but most of his fans are younger, on a younger side of things. So I did notice that most of the people that said that they wasn't feeling it and didn't like it were younger people who wasn't feeling it more. So they're more Drake fans, but most of the people who did like it were of the older generation. So go ahead, Lena, touch on that. Like, what's your thoughts of that halftime performance by Kendrick? And you're from the younger generation too, so I want to know what your opinion is on that.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I thought he and SZA, and I thought they performed very well. Like you're saying, the mic was on.
Was she singing for real?
But I mean, a lot of people thought she did. I thought she did pretty good. I think so. She was doing it. But I think why people were probably a little disappointed or something because it was a really big message and no doubt a very important message. But it definitely was a lot to unpack. I will say when I first saw it, I was like, it's good, but I don't know. I guess because I'm so used to all this boosh, all this big stuff going on during the halftime performance. I guess it was kind of, I don't know, missing that a little bit. But when I really went back and sat down and digest what the performance was, I'm like, wow, that was very powerful. That was what's up. I kind of caught on a little bit when the people was like the red, white, and blue people was running and separating. So I'm like, okay, that's the American flag. It's separating. He's trying to say we're divided. So I respect him for, trying to always put a message in his music because that stuff is important. So, shout out to him for that. And I think he wasn't really going for the big, lights and sparkles and, all that stuff you generally see. He was trying to really talk about something important. So, shout out to Kendrick for that. It was the most viewed Super Bowl of all time. He beat out Michael Jackson, which, is not easy to do at all. So. Yeah, big shout out to Kendrick.
Man, that's fake.
Yeah, the numbers went up. Right?
That's damn numbers, bro. That's
about 400K. Yeah, 400K more viewers.
Dave
is a Detroit nigga, whether he want to admit it or not. Cause coming from one Detroit nigga to another, bro, we just stand on whatever we want. Like, nigga, I don't care what the numbers say, nigga. It don't feel right to me.
That's y'all.
Nah, that performance was highly anticipated. It
really was. It was, and the numbers, numbers spoke for themselves. I'm with Diesel on that. I feel like we was a part of history. And
I want to say I feel like everybody did the same thing at the same time, which was something that we ain't did in a long time. We all gathered around the TV and turned up the volume, and everybody got quiet. That was like some Michael Jackson vibes, right? We ain't did that since Michael Jackson.
Yeah, since Michael. Yeah, you're right. Facts, man. Facts. So salute to Kendrick. Salute to hip hop, man. This was monumental for hip hop. He did it for the culture. He didn't do it for mainstream. He did it for the culture. He went and got his Grammys, and then he followed up the Grammys with, okay, the Grammys, that's for all of y'all. But this performance at the Super Bowl, this is for all of us. This is for us, So I was really happy that he stuck to his guns and his roots on that. Now, another thing that happened, another big story in the Super Bowl was not really necessarily related to the game itself, but everybody knows that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are an item. They're together. They're a couple. They're a relationship, whatever you want to call it. Taylor Swift is at all of Travis's home games. Pretty much. It seems like she's always there. And whenever a camera comes around, she makes sure, you see her. She waves, she smiles, she does all of this stuff. However, during this game, whenever the camera would pan over to Taylor Swift, the crowd booed her mercilessly. I'm talking about it was like, boo. I never heard boos that loud on a celebrity that was being shown in the stadium. So it got so bad that Travis Kelce himself said that he felt sad and he felt bad for the fact that his woman is being booed. Now, of course, she was up in the stand. She had Ice Spice sitting next to her or whoever. I don't know who that was. I think it was Ice Spice.
It was Ice Spice, yeah.
It was Ice, right? Because her and Ice Spice, apparently they're, they real cool or whatever. It was Caitlin Clark the last game. Now it's Ice Spice. But so my question is this, y'all, and in the chats too, y'all can drop this in the chats because I see the chats is active. And for my panel, I'll start with you, Lena. Do you feel any remorse or sadness for Taylor for being so booed, so mercilessly, and the way that she was?
I'm kind of like so. I will say initially I did feel bad, but when I saw that she was like, making a big deal for the camera, it almost could come off as it's intentional. And people are tired of that. They came to watch football, not look at celebrities in the stands. So, and them tickets ain't cheap. They wanted to be about the game. So. Yeah. But overall, she just there supporting her man. I don't think she should get booed for that. A lot of times I didn't think it was her fault. She's such a big celebrity, one of the biggest in the world. It's natural that she's gonna get so much attention. So naturally, she can't help that. And so in that aspect, I did start feeling bad for her. But if she's, I don't know, maybe she's trying to use her stardom to get more attention on her man. I don't know. And people probably just catching on, getting tired of it, or they just tired of seeing her in general. But a part of me did feel bad for Taylor. I didn't think she should have got booed like that. Like, I was like, wow, that's all you heard.
It was savage. Yeah. That was one of the most savage boos I ever heard. TZ, you felt sorry for Taylor?
Yes, I felt what?
You couldn't help it.
Hey, and I guarantee it was all Kansas City Chiefs fans. They already mad. We getting blew out. They mad. They see Taylor. Oh, they just wanna boo but it's cool though. He'll be back, man.
Poor Taylor.
She's gonna be on the screen and they're gonna be cheering her on when she back. Don't do Taylor like that, man. Chill out on Taylor, man.
Yo, Diesel. So you feel sorry for the gal, Taylor? What? How you feel?
I feel like, man, people who live in glass houses should throw stones. I feel like, Taylor's talking shit. Like, she got booed because she's talking shit about Trump. That's why she got booed, bro. Like, she got booed because he was talking shit about Trump, and it just goes to show you, like, how much those tickets cost? Like, so it wasn't niggas there. Like, it wasn't us. This was white folks mad at her, bro. Like, I try to stay out of white folk business because niggas ain't had enough money to have that many niggas in there booing Taylor Swift. like, these was good old American white folks, man, who are not pleased with you, Taylor. And I think Dave had a good point. It probably was Chiefs fans, and that's fucked up. Like, they was like, "Nah, bitch, it's your fault." Like, this is how people think. Like, niggas need some reason. Like, y'all offensive line gave up 13 sacks, but y'all like, "Nah, this bitch is the reason we losing." And so I feel bad for her as a human, bro. It's fucked up. I don't want to be booed like that, but fuck. It's like, I'd rather cry in a Ferrari than in a Hyundai, you know, and she got a lot of money, man, to go home and it'll make you feel better, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, Travis Kelce, you talk, maybe that's why Travis was looking so, you know, mundane on the field. Maybe it's because of those boos, because he clearly wasn't himself either. Like, Travis was not the Travis that I'm used to seeing on, especially in a Super Bowl game. And when after the game, he came out and he said what he said, that means he was in his feelings about that. Like,
you worry about the wrong thing.
For real. But I mean, your girl come to watch you at the game, y'all getting the dust knocked off of y'all. Y'all getting dish ragged up and down the field, and then you look up and they got your girl up on the big jumbotron, and everybody like, boo!
Hey, you gonna boo my girl? Like, that's like us being at work on the phone call and the customer going off and they hear our girl in the background. They're like, tell that bitch to shut up too. You like, nigga, at my job?
You ain't got nothing to do with it.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that was cold, man. Why we booing her, man?
Yeah, that's messed up, bro.
That's cold, man.
And she looked hurt too. She tried to laugh it off, but her feelings was hurt.
She don't got nothing to do with that. She just
Brody, she looked surprised, like why y'all booing me? Like,
she's like,
man, it sounds like the WWE. It sounds like how they booed Hulk Hogan on Raw. It sounds like how they booed Hulk Hogan, bro.
She's like, shoot, I'm mad with y'all.
Like, is this bitch in the NWO? Why y'all doing her like that?
Oh man. Yo, that was crazy. Like, as I was watching it, I was like, yo, they booing her. They are being savage on her. And the crowd did seem like it was more leaning towards Philly, though. It seemed like
it was green out.
Yeah, it was a lot of Philly fans at that.
I ain't giving no tickets to the Chiefs fans, bro.
Yeah, so I tried to feel sorry for Taylor. I tried, but then I looked at how much money she's worth, and I was like, man, I can't feel sorry for nobody.
She still got feelings. Come on now.
She did.
And you know she cried, bro.
She cried.
She cried in the car, right?
It's cool. Just wait till Jimmy Butler go back to Miami. You gonna see them boos.
Oh man, yeah, you right about that.
They gonna shit out of Jimmy. They gonna boo the shit out of Jimmy, bro.
Yeah, Jimmy gonna get it, man. All right. Oh man, that was a real good laugh. Appreciate y'all in the chat for that too. Shifting gears now. Also, speaking of the Super Bowl, there was some history made at the Super Bowl. Also, as Lena was pointing out the other day, there was the very first African American woman coach. She coached a Super Bowl winning team, Autumn Lockwood. Lena, could you give us a little bit more on her?
Yeah, absolutely. So we definitely made history this year. Like Noomsy was saying, Autumn Lockwood, she was the associate coach for the Eagles. I think she's been with them for about 2 years. And this year she made history. She coached the first Black woman to coach a winning Super Bowl team. So I was like, wow. It took us a minute, but I'm so glad we're here.
The strength and conditioning coach, I believe, is that right?
Yeah, her.
That's Autumn right there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, her niche was strengthening and conditioning. So I guess she helped the players, find out where their strengths and weaknesses were, and could kind of hone in on that. I believe she also made history as well when she joined them in 2022 when they went to the Super Bowl. She made history just being the first Black woman that coached a team that went to the Super Bowl. So she was out here breaking some records. I believe her father, David Lockwood, he was a football coach as well. He coached a ton of college football teams. And then she actually was in college to be for her criminal psychology degree. And I think like her being exposed, a lot of exposure with her dad doing it and stuff, she just felt like that was home. And I thought that was very interesting because, you can go into college, you can, set out to do things, and then life just has a way of just, sweeping you in the other direction. And now she's out here making history. So yeah, shout out to Autumn Lockwood. I thought that was huge.
That is very huge.
Oh, salute.
Yes.
Big
round
thing.
of applause for that.
Yeah, I got to clap it up for her on that.
Very Black
Big
History
facts.
Month.
Big facts.
Yeah, this is Black History Month, ladies and gentlemen. In case y'all ain't know, this is Black history that we just witnessed. Autumn Lockwood. Y'all make sure y'all Google her. Put on y'all calendar or whatever it is. But she just made history for us and our whole people as a whole, not just for Black people, but also for women and Black women.
Fact.
So in a sport that's dominated by what's the percentage of Black players, Diesel?
It's like 60%.
Okay, in a sport that's 60% of Black men, it's good to see a Black woman in a position like that she's able to be a part of that. So yeah, salute. I see y'all all in the chats throwing up y'all salutes to her. So that was huge, man. Big stuff. Appreciate you for that, Lena. Now, football season is it's over. It's kind of crazy that football is over now. It's kind of sad, but as y'all can see, it is basketball season, and I have my basketball background already up. So we're going to switch gears to basketball just for a little bit. Like I was telling y'all earlier, the Los Angeles Lakers pulled off a crazy trade where they were able to get Luka Doncic, one of the greatest basketball players in the world. I'm talking about a worldwide superstar, not just good in the U.S., but a worldwide superstar. They were able to pull off a trade and get him to come to L.A., and they traded Anthony Street Clothes Davis.
Street Clothes, what they call him.
They call him
AKA the Brow.
The Brow. And Lena, I'm going to explain to you why they call him Anthony Street Clothes Davis. They call him Street Clothes because he always injured, and every time he's at the game, he's in his street clothes. He's sitting there on a bench in his street clothes, eating popcorn or nachos or whatever it is he's eating over there on the side, but he's in street clothes more than his uniform. So that's why. So they were able to trade him, and it just seemed fishy. It seemed real fishy and foul. But I learned something that my boy Diesel brought to my attention about this trade. So Diesel, enlighten the people as to what happened and explain in detail how this trade happened, because I don't think a lot of people know. But once they know, then they gonna know. So go on.
All right. So the Mavericks were owned by Mark Cuban, right? Mark Cuban owned them for like the last 20 years or so. He owned them for a long time. And last year, he sold them to a white billionaire. This is a woman. Dave probably can search and find her name, the current Mavericks owner. Her business wasn't sports, wasn't basketball. They own casinos and lots of them. That's how they make their money.
Ching, ching, ladies and gentlemen.
So they brought the Mavericks because their goal was to buy a team and build a new stadium for the Mavericks and put a casino in the stadium. So
I got her name. Her name is Miriam. Allison.
Yeah,
Allison. Okay, go ahead.
So
thank you, TZ.
She wanted to build a casino in the state of Texas. If you
but
don't know,
gambling ain't even legal in Texas.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, it's not legal in Texas. So after making the attempts, basically she got the team thinking that they were going to approve this and make it legal. Texas voted and said no.
That's that privilege. That's that privilege. Well, I have enough money. I know it's not legal here, but I'm me. So if I do
make it illegal.
So essentially, she's like, okay, well, since I can't build a casino here, I want to take the team and move it to Las Vegas. And so the NBA was like, nah, because the team is doing very well. They have a large fan base. And the only way that we're going to let you sell the team is if no one is coming to the games. You know what I'm saying? If the team isn't making money for the league, then you can sell it. But until then, you can't. So what she decided to do was trade Luka because she's trying to lower the value of the Mavericks so they can move them to Las Vegas. So how do you do that? You trade a generational fucking talent for a nigga that gets hurt the very first game that he plays for y'all with a non-contact injury and is out for a month. Street clothes Davis. This is what he does. And so essentially they're saying this is why they did that. And the league wanted it to happen to get Luka in LA for gambling purposes. They would love to have Luka as a Laker so people could bet on those games even more. And so, you know,
that's crazy.
Follow the money.
Follow
the money.
Man.
We said something was up with that trade.
Yeah, I knew it was too, right? Because there's no way in the world that they're just gonna up and trade. So it came down to basically they traded Luka because they want the team to be trash. Like they want Dallas to be as garbage as possible. So they traded their best player, hoping that the team would be so trash that then they can move the team to Las Vegas. But
taking the team.
Yeah, if the team is still good, then they can't move. They got to keep them there. So they basically traded Luka just so that the team could be trash enough to try to move them to Vegas. Remember, y'all heard it here first. So if Dallas the Mavericks end up moving to Las Vegas, you can thank Diesel for that first piece of news because he brought it to you here first. Yo, TZ, did you know anything about that? Because I didn't.
No.
That's wild.
I'm just thinking it's just a regular trade with nothing behind it, even though I feel like they blindsided Luka. Like you trade your main player, your superstar franchise player, 25. He just got to the finals last year. I know he didn't bring it home, but like he still got other years to come. Like Luka go win the league, and it's not gonna be now. And Dallas is gonna feel salty moving forward because they blew the bag.
Yeah, they sure did. They blew that. That's crazy.
And before Mark Cuban would have never traded Luka if he was in the office. Ever.
He said he was shocked. He said he was shocked when he learned that happened. So I know. So that's crazy. So Lena, I mean, I know, you know, this is new information for all of us. But in your mind, what's your thoughts of a team purposely trading their best player just to be trash enough so that they can move the team somewhere else? What's your initial thoughts when you hear that?
I mean, I'm like, wow. if that's your best, just to purposely be trash, I mean, maybe they felt it was worth it to move somewhere else. Because I don't know. But this is news to me.
I think though, if they do end up moving a team to Las Vegas, y'all might as well forget about any integrity in sports. I mean, if there's probably no integrity right now, as it is, we already think everything is rigged. But if y'all think it's rigged now, let them one of them. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something right now, rude boy. Let one of them team they go for Las Vegas. I'm telling you, referees gonna be in on the parlays. The coaches gonna be in on the parlays. The players, it's just gonna be wide open. So you can't trust none of them, rude boy. You can't trust none of the sports there right now. If they let that happen, watch out, yo. That's wild. That's crazy. I hope it don't happen. I mean, I hope some kind of way Anthony Street Clothes Davis get it together. And, you know, with all that depth and talent, Kyrie and all them boys over there in Dallas, I hope they make another run and get deep into the playoffs to prolong this Vegas move as long as they possibly can. But
first, right now, Dallas got to get healthy. I mean, all they bigs down, AD out. They lost Lively. They lost Gafford. PJ Washington out. Like, they whole front court of bigs is out.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough. It's gonna be pretty tough. All right. So keeping the train moving, as I'm looking at the time, we got to keep it moving. Staying here with the Los Angeles Lakers. Now that we've had an opportunity to see Luka play with LeBron, and we see kind of what that team is going to look like. I'll start with you, Q to beat, because you are the resident Laker fan in the building. What's your thoughts? What's your aspirations, or what is your predictions of how you think the Lakers are going to do now that they got Luka and LeBron on the same team? Do you see, like, where do you see y'all boys finishing this year? How do you think y'all play out?
I think we're going to get in the playoffs. That's for sure. The first game, they looked all right. The game versus the Jazz, man, you could definitely see that ain't no defense being played. Defense is not a key with the Lakers at all. So we're going to have to score about 150 every year. So we definitely not winning. We definitely not winning no championship this year. We're absolutely trying to play no defense or straight offense. It's going to be impossible, bro. I don't know. We're going to have to outscore everybody.
Well, LeBron's biological clock is ticking, man. And Diesel, I know you got a lot to say about this, but I want to get TZ in on this first. TZ, what do you see the Lakers finishing out this year now that they got Luka?
I see Lakers second round exit.
So they get out the first round, and then they get put out in the second round.
Yeah,
I agree.
They probably gonna end up seeing Denver or some, or the Warriors or Phoenix, and they're gonna get put out.
Well, we'll see. You being generous. I mean, right now they're what, a top 5 team right now, or a top
5.
So they up there. So if the playoffs started now, they're borderline a home team in the first round.
They would play Houston.
Yeah,
they would play Houston, and they would beat Houston.
Yeah, I think we'll beat Houston, and then the next match we'll probably get bounced out, whether it be like the Grizzlies or somebody like that.
No, I see they beat the Grizzlies.
So Diesel, I follow you on social media, and I think something that you had said in one of your posts was that every time LeBron James plays with the superstar in his prime, he wins the championship. Every time. Could you open up a little bit more on that?
Let's take it back.
For those of y'all, who's not so well versed in sports, for Lena, and then also some of the people in the chats, kind of explain what you mean by that and break it down.
All right. So back when LeBron went to Miami to play with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, in their prime, Wade more so than Bosh, 2 chips, and he carried him on that second chip. Only reason they didn't win the third is because Wade gave them nothing. Because that was the beginning of the end of Wade. Wade no longer in his prime, no more chips. Goes to fucking Cleveland. They go get Kevin Love. You can say what you want about Love, but Love was a dog then.
Yeah.
And you got a healthy young Kyrie in the prime. They go to 4 straight finals, 3 with Kyrie and Love, and they get a chip. Came back from down 3-1. People forget about that chip, bro. 3-1 against the Warriors. Came and got it done. Fast forward, go to LA. You get AD in his prime. AD's a dog.
And he wasn't in street clothes for this championship.
Said for real, that first year, chip. All right. Fast forward, Luka in his prime, bro. I think that we can agree, this is no disrespect to Wade, but Luka is the best player that LeBron's ever played with. Like, this dude is one of them ones, bro. I mean, if you look at what Luka has done, 5 straight all NBA teams, 35 points a game last year. It's like, I mean, from a number standpoint, what he gives you in the stat sheet.
Oh, you're gone too, blood clot far. You're gone too far. I was with you. I was riding with you until you're gone too, blood clot far. D Wade, a Finals MVP. Luka has never been a Finals MVP. D Wade, yes, I understand. On paper, Luka with the numbers and the stats, it may look pretty, but D Wade led his team to a championship before LeBron even got there.
We're not saying anything about D Wade. What I will say is D Wade came into the league at 24.
True.
Luka is 25 right now. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying.
He can't penalize the man for that, though. He can't penalize him for going to
Luka is
college
one of those
in
ones.
America. Like, you penalizing him for going to college in America.
Well, no, I'm just saying that Luka bag is way different. Wade was but I'm not trying to compare them two. But I'm saying is I think Luka is the best talent that LeBron has played with, and right now Brian playing like he's 33. You know what I'm saying? And fucking 33-year-old Brian was a problem. That was him in Miami. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. But I knew something was up with that trade because, like you say, it smelled fishy, and where there's smoke, there's dodo. Y'all know, wherever there's smoke, Lena,
somebody high.
That's a new one.
Somebody high.
Put him in the bag.
Off the top of the dome. All right, yo, real thing that. So this is the segment of the show where we brought my man Diesel Greasel in here. Again, these are incomparable Diesel Greasel. Diesel funny as hell. Y'all need to tap into his YouTube. We got some real funny skits, real good stuff. But this little segment, Diesel, we're going to give you 5 uninterrupted minutes for your segment once again, as we call it, the Diesel Dozens. If you don't need the whole 5 minutes, you ain't got to take them up. Just do what you do. Ladies and gentlemen, Diesel Greasel, and these are the Diesel Dozens.
Hey, man, I just want to keep it brief. And I don't know if y'all believe in horoscopes, any of that. I'm a Sagittarius, and whatever comes with that, I stand on. But I'm gonna give y'all a list of names, man, and tell you what they all have in common. Tupac Shakur, Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, and Donald fucking Trump. All them niggas is Geminis, man. Every one of them niggas is Geminis, and if you look at that list, every one of them motherfuckers is crazy as hell, and you don't want to get them started. So I say that to say right now the country is being led by a Gemini motherfucking president. So buckle up, strap on. Donald Trump to find out a whole lot of fuck shit, a whole lot of money been going to a whole lot of places that it shouldn't have been going, and it's just getting started, man. So I encourage everyone to start paying a little bit more attention to what's going on in the world, because the next 4 years is going to be a wild ride. It's a good opportunity to get some money. It's a good opportunity to reassess some things and just recognize that we got to stick together. If we learn anything from the Kendrick Lamar show, is that we're a divided nation, and that's exactly what the government wants. So I suggest you find people who are like-minded. Y'all stay focused on the same agenda and try to make something happen these next 4 years, because after that, ain't no telling what could happen. That's all I got. Shouts out to the Geminis getting shit done, but do not cross a Gemini, or you might end up being talked about at the Super Bowl.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Diesel Greasel with the Diesel Dozens. You hear them about them Geminis, man. I try to stay on Gemini's good sides. I got a couple of Gemini people aside from my brother here, but I try to stay on all their good sides. So that was good stuff. Now, we've come to my favorite part of the show, ladies and gentlemen. What I tell y'all every single week is that we love to entertain y'all. We love to come in here and crack jokes and talk sports and do all that, but we also want to educate y'all too, because here at the Sports Time Zone, it's all about education. TZ Dave, yours truly, Noom Si Noom, my man Q the Beat, Lena Lay, and the incomparable Diesel. We want to enlighten y'all on some of these all-time great players that y'all may not have seen play in their primes. However, we did. So this installment of History Player of the Week, brought to you by the entire panel here at the Sports Time Zone. And as we did last time with Lena Lay in the building, we want to make sure we show love to all of the ladies who contributed to sports, as well as the men who contributed to sports. So this week's history player is going to be 2 players. We got a male history player and a female history player of the week. So cue the beat. Without further ado, run the broad clot list. Let's get it.
Let's get it. History Player of the Week brought to you by STZ. Let's get it.
Let's go. Right. See who we got. We gonna go ladies first, or we gonna go? What we doing here? What we doing?
All right, you ready to introduce the lady?
Yeah,
ladies
go
first.
ahead and bring ladies first. Ladies first. Oh man, I think y'all ladies gonna like this one. And if y'all don't know who this person is, you about to know now, and y'all gonna go and Google, and y'all gonna find a little bit more about this history player of the week for the ladies. And I'm just gonna set the stage and set the table while Q the beat cues that up. In a time, the WNBA has not been around forever, but when the WNBA first came in, there was one lady who stood above the rest. There was one team that stood above the rest. It was Cynthia Cooper in the Houston Comets. They won, I believe, 4 WNBA championships. 4 Q to beat, and she was the MVP of that team. She was Caitlin Clark before Caitlin. She was Cheryl Swoops before Cheryl. She was Lisa. She was all of them before them. Let's run the list. Let's see what we got. Go ahead, run it, Q. I'm done talking about Cynthia.
Hey, you know, she was amazing. So we're gonna run some of these plays, man. She was just
well, I tell
finesse.
She had a complete game. Diesel, did you ever see Cynthia Cooper play?
Oh yeah.
Complete.
They won
game.
like 4, but was it 4 in a row they won?
Yes.
4 in a row? Yeah.
They did a 4-piece.
Yeah, they was dogging.
Yes, Lena, they won 4 championships in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4 WNBA championships in a row. That's ridiculous. She could drive, she could handle, she could shoot, she could defend. She was automatic from right there. She was automatic. Bam. Like just straight net. Bam.
She looked like she
shout out to Cynthia.
She looked like she was a point guard. She was passing too, look like too. She got some.
Oh yeah, she was a phenomenal passer.
Yeah, she was a 2 though, right? She was a 2.
Yeah, she was 2 shooting guard.
But she could pass. She was a 2 who could pass, and she could handle. No wasted motion. She wasn't fancy with the dribbling and all that. She got the job done. Pull up, jump shot in your mouth.
Especially back then, it looked like she was all fundamentals.
Yeah, she was very fundamental. She was but she was polished.
Right, fundamentals.
The interior game, the 3-point shot, all net, like everything. She had the complete package. Cynthia Cooper. And then you was telling me, Q to beat the Houston. They got rid of the Houston Comets. Is that right? They got rid of the team?
Yeah, they ended up getting rid of the team. Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh man.
Yeah, because they ain't around right now.
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. They not, but they started it. They was the first dynasty in the WNBA. Probably the only dynasty that you'll ever see in women's basketball. And it was the Houston Comets. So shout out to Cynthia Cooper.
Well, not true. It's dynasties now. It's been dynasties in the past. Like it's
no 4-piece though.
No 4. Yeah, I'll give them that. Nobody. They do have a 4-peat.
But they were talking about rumors of bringing a Comet team back, but we'll see.
Yeah, trying to get the franchise.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens for that. Cynthia Cooper, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the male history player of the week. This is somebody who revolutionized a sport that for us, this Black History Month, for us Black folks. Before this person, wasn't nobody watching golf. Not nobody of color, at least. Nobody I knew was watching golf. Nobody I knew followed golf. And nobody I knew was even interested in it. This young man, well, he was a young man when he started. I think he won his first major at age 18 years old. Tiger Woods, ladies and gentlemen. Tiger Woods made golf marketable. Nobody else had Nike endorsements in the game of golf. Nobody had commercials. Tiger Woods was the first golfer to have commercials, Nike endorsements. He had brothers in the hood watching golf. He had us actually cheering for him and knowing nothing about the game of golf. Tiger Woods,
nothing.
I don't know how many majors. I don't know if somebody can look that up, but how many majors Tiger has? But he's up there. And I mean, he had swag. Look at him. He was like 19 when he was doing this. This is a young Tiger. Swag, the baggy pants, the Nike baseball cap. He had the fist pump. He was the first one to, when he put that fist, he was like, shove it up. Like he was shoving it. That was him. Michael
has 15 his son is a beast right now too.
Yeah,
his son Charlie, that's his name.
Yeah, they just had a father-son tournament not too long ago.
Tiger Woods got 15 majors.
Tiger, huh, Lena? You ain't never seen Tiger, huh?
15 majors.
15 majors.
15
Man, that's
majors.
incredible.
Yeah, his swing was phenomenal. TZ Dave, I know you kind of young too, but you probably ain't never seen Tiger play either, huh?
I've seen some matches, but I ain't really care. I don't care about golf like that. So
That's
I knew
how
who he
most-
was though. Like growing up, I heard his name a lot. I knew who he was, and I kind of researched him and looked into him for a minute. But he the GOAT, but I don't really care about golf.
Yeah, just like I said, most of our people don't, and they didn't before Tiger came into play. So the only thing a lot of people know about Tiger is was he on them meds that night when he crashed into a pole or something like that? Jesus, what happened to him?
He was drunk, bro. He was drunk. Tiger got caught having an affair, and he was having sex with regular chicks.
Yeah,
like that was like these chicks that I could have hit them. They could have worked at AT&T with us back in the day. These are regular chicks. Like, what is you doing, bro?
Oh, you Tiger Woods? Why? Yes, I am.
Oh man,
Come
y'all
on.
That nigga picking up bitches at Target, like
Kroger.
Had over 100 plus women, yo. I'm like, how you even got the time?
He made some time.
He made it time. Yeah, he made time for that.
Tiger know how to put it in the hole.
the time. Tiger Woods, man. Shout out to Tiger, man. Oh man,
birdie.
Oh wow, man! I swear this hour be going by so fast, y'all. This we've come to the end of the show. We come to the end of the hour, and like we always do about this time, we take these last few moments to give our last little 2 cents, do our little 2-minute turn up, and we're gonna go around the world, give our closing moments. Our closing thoughts as it's time to end the show. For me, I'm gonna close the show out with my 2-minute turn up. I'm not really, a holiday kind of a person. Like when it comes to, a lot of the holidays that are celebrated in America. But this weekend is Valentine's Day. It's a day supposedly, for the lovers. I'm not going to hate on Valentine's Day. I'm not going to hate on love or nothing like that. I just want to say, if you got somebody in your life, treat them right. If they treating you right, take good care of them. Because I'm telling you, don't mess up what you got for something that's out there, because it ain't no better out there. So let me tell y'all that first and foremost. Enjoy the weekend. If y'all going on a trip, if y'all, just spending a weekend together at the crib, y'all enjoy that. It's all about love. Brother Numsi is all about love and positive vibes, y'all. So that's all I really got for my 2-minute turn up. I'm going to now turn it over to our guest, the incomparable one, Diesel Greasel. Give us your last 2 minutes and let's keep it rolling.
Hey, I'm just saying it's the last opportunity to hop on the Pistons bandwagon. We going to All-Star break. We done won 4 in a row. Cade Cunningham is a dog, bro. Cade is one of them ones, man. I ain't know who it was. Cade is the real fucking deal. Right now, I think the Pistons is 6th in the East. By like 2 or 3 games, bro. The Pistons gonna make the playoffs. Shout out to JB Bickerstaff, coach of the year. Like, and we just got Dennis Schroeder. He's a hell of a point guard. So now Kay got some help in the backcourt, bro. I'm like, man, it ain't too late, man. We gonna keep the submissions open for the next 7 days. After that, he's gonna have to wait on the outside to get in.
That's what's up. TZ Dave, 2-minute turn up. What you got?
I'm gonna start piggybacking on what Diesel said. Pistons 3-1-3, man. We've been doing that. We've been
belt to ass.
We've been giving everybody the belt. I ain't gonna lie. So man, shout out to Detroit. Keep doing your thing, man. Let's go. And as of right now, we in 6th place, so we ain't gotta play in for nothing. See what I'm saying? So shout out to the Pistons, 3-1-3 Detroit, man. Okay. And shout out to everybody, man. Just live life, do you, man. Get money, enjoy the weekend, and that's all I got for this week.
All right, Lena Lay, what you got? 2-minute turn up.
All right, I just want to touch on, a little bit what we talked about already. Just recapping how we really made history this month. Kendrick Lamar with his performance. He was the most watched halftime performance of all time. Of course, we got the first black coach who coached a winning Super Bowl team. And then we got Serena. She made it up there, and I think what was really powerful about that is y'all remember when she did that after her win a few years ago. She was in a lot of trouble for that. So for her to be able to do that, she's one of the best to ever do it when it comes to tennis. And she got up there during the most watched halftime and did her thing. Like, I just think we really did it big. And in this Black History Month, so I think we killing it right now. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of our people. And I just really wanted to just touch on that.
Yeah,
no doubt. All right, cue the beat. Take us home.
Everybody be safe out there, man. Shout out to everybody. It's a love day, a day for love tomorrow. Y'all get your flowers and candy ready. Do what y'all got to do. I'm about to go into my little football hiatus. Man, I'm about to crawl up in a cocoon, and I don't know what to do. That did hurt though. Losing we was down by 40 points.
Hey, you ain't even gotta say nothing, brother.
Hey,
I
got to get it off my chest, man. Hey,
let him get it off his chest.
Hey.
That's why I ain't bring it up.
But we done got 3 Super Bowls since I've been here to see it, so I ain't tripping, man. We coming back this shit. Back. Everybody get back in the lab. Casey, man, redo the line. Get some better players on defense, and another Super Bowl. Let's get it.
Let's get it, yo. Good stuff, man. I'd like to shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out to Elena. There's a Elena that's in the chat. Shout out to you, Elena Parker. Shout out to Kamaya. Shout out to Turner. Yeah, everybody that showed love in the chat. Salute to y'all. We appreciate y'all for continue to tune in and show us love. Cousin Noomsi also in the chats. I see you there too. And shout out to everybody from Diesel's platform that stepped in and that came through and showed love as well. Next week, got a dope show lined up for y'all again, so make sure y'all come through. Like I was telling y'all, we about to start including some music. We're going to have some local artists that some of y'all never heard before. Even our own Lena Lay just dropped some new fire. Make sure y'all go to the Facebook page for Sports Time Zone and y'all check out her latest little snippet. She got some bars. Want y'all to check it out. We about to start showcasing some talent right here on the sports/hip hop time zone right here, ladies and gentlemen. So for my crew, the incomparable Diesel Greasel, my producer Q the Beat, my co-host TZ Dave and Lena Lay, I am Noomsi Noom.
And before we go, hit that like, share, subscribe button, man. Follow us on Instagram at SportsTime_Zone, man. We almost at 3K, roll 3K. Get us right. We almost love all the support, man. We keep climbing. Let's do this, man. Sports Time Zone, we on top.
Hit them over the head, TZ. That's what I'm talking about. Yo,
let us know.
Y'all gonna get that belt.
We are old.
We on that belt,
y'all.
Shout out you, Diesel. What up, though?